If I had to point to one thing that causes the most amount of challenge when it comes to awakening, it's the experience of doubt. And I'm sure we're all very deeply familiar with that. Doubt is just something that will always come along for the ride. But there are certain steps we can take, or better put, certain views we can inhabit, which really allow us to deal with that experience of doubt with a lot more skill and wisdom. The first thing to realize is that the experience of doubt in of itself is not a bad thing. Very often when we are trying to recognize centerless awakeness, there is a tremendous amount of doubt that comes along for the ride. And because we have that experience of doubting the recognition, that can cause us to fall immediately back into another fixation. It can cause us to overlook and to not experience the very thing we're trying to experience, namely this centerless awakeness. But the problem really isn't that this doubt is arising in the first place. The problem is just the reactivity we have towards that doubt arising. If we understand that this doubt is something totally natural, it's just bound to come along, then we can be a lot more relaxed with it. We don't have to be so neurotic and worried whenever we have any kind of thought of questioning our own recognition. And even more than that, the doubt very often has a kind of wisdom to it. That questioning aspect of our mind, it's looking out for us in a way. It doesn't want to leave us in a halfway realization. The doubt, therefore, has a good intention at its heart. It wants the best for us. It wants that authentic recognition of pure awakeness. And therefore, when it arises, we don't have to reject it. We can simply embrace that doubt as part of our experience. And as long as we don't give this doubt excessive power over us by fixating on it, it's really quite unproblematic. If we're simply being with this doubt, with that relaxed intimacy, then it doesn't need to bother us. The doubt, at the end of the day, just consists of some bodily sensations arising, a couple of thoughts passing through the mind. There's nothing harmful about it, essentially. And that leads me to the other important aspect of dealing with doubt skillfully. What we really have to be clear about is that the recognition of pure awakeness is not a conceptual or intellectual experience. The recognition of awakeness has absolute immediacy to it. It's as clear and self-evident and experiential as anything could ever be. And so the key really is to not look for confirmation in our thoughts. We might have a clear glimpse of awakeness, but then immediately look to our thought to verify this experience. We try to look for certainty and confirmation in a place where it simply doesn't reside. Thoughts are fleeting. They are ghost-like. They are here and then gone in the next instant. But the experience of awakeness is here without any doubt. It has absolute certainty and clarity within it. And so when we are in touch with it, or to be more precise, when this awakeness is in touch with itself, simply let go of the attempt to look for confirmation in your thoughts and just stay with the clarity of your own experience. Allow that experience to prove itself to you beyond any doubt. And a very simple analogy I like to use here is the experience of forgetting where your phone is. So just imagine you're not quite sure where it is, and you first decide to check in your pocket. And upon reaching down, you immediately feel the sensation of your phone in your pocket. Now, immediately after that, you might have a lot of doubt coming up. But if you have these thoughts or not, really is besides the point, because the direct experiential evidence of feeling your phone in your pocket is so strong that the doubt loses all its power. If you feel your phone with immediacy, whether you are skeptical about the sensation or you're absolutely certain about it, really is besides the point. The experience is there and it speaks for itself. There is no need to look for confirmation in our thoughts. And likewise, when you glimpse pure awakeness, simply stay with that recognition, rest in it, appreciate it, simply be this awakeness, and allow that awakeness to prove itself beyond any doubt. And at this point, all there is to do is to simply enjoy it.